Alright, 2L Podcast. We back with another one. We got Slay Smoke here. We got
Slay Savage.
And we got our guest.
Big Country.
Today we here to interview my boy, you know what I'm saying? Tell him where you from, bro.
I'm from Augusta, Georgia, man. Born in Union, South Carolina. Raised in Augusta. South Side. Been there like 32 years. Came back home. So here I am. Union, South Carolina.
Okay then, so like how was it growing up in Augusta?
Growing up in Augusta was rough. It was hard. Leaving a small country town, going to a city. I mean, it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know. And then I'm on the south side. I'm in the heart of, you know. And then, you know, I'm a Italian, German, and Cuban. You know, and I'm in an all-black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't see no white folks around, but you know what I'm saying? People who was around, I went to school with them. I went to an all-black school, Glen Hills to be exact. I got put out, got locked up at 15 years old, and as a juvie, it just went. I was in the streets, you know, coming up. It was awful, but yeah.
So how did it come about with you moving all the way back down here to Union?
I got family here in Union, South Carolina. It's cheaper. It got, you know, my sister was telling me, I talked to my sister and she told me, hell yeah, just come on back down here and stay, find your spot. And I mean, it's cheaper, you know, it's just expensive.
You ain't lying. You ain't definitely cheaper, man. They say it's a retirement place to come down here.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh
so,
yeah, man.
So how does your
damn retirement?
That's what they say.
That's what they say for real. But how was it with your music? Like how did you come into the rap game? How did you like progress yourself into
it? I came into the rap game at an early age. Like, you know, I'm 47 years old. I came up with NWA back in the day, and you know, a lot of like Loot and all of them back in the day.
Yeah.
It was more like, you know, we rapped off a cassette tape, off a boom box.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
That's the old school.
You know what I'm saying?
Right
we got it from there. You know what I'm saying? And then we just took it. And then we just tried, and then we kept on, and then we kept hearing ourselves on the tape, rewind and record, play the beat on another one, rewind, record.
So you was basically in that time where like you had to go out there, push a CD out there, be like, man, listen.
Oh man, I was before that, man. Yeah, but I was in that time too, in that era.
Okay,
I was in the cassette tape and the
you had tracks on
and the no cell phone era. We had pagers. We had used pay phones at the corner stores. I mean, it was it was rougher back then. It's easy now.
Yeah, it's easy.
You know what I'm saying? Technology is something.
Back then, it was very hard to push yourself out there because the lack of stuff like tools and stuff you had in order to put music out and get yourself known. You feel me?
Right.
Like around at least around your city or your county. So like, how did you get into rap?
I got into rap walking the Wendy's down the street, down the sidewalk. I was like 13 years old, and my mama told me to go get her a Frosty, and R.I.P. mama. But yeah, she told me to go get her a Frosty. I was like 13 years old, man. So I walked down. I'm just getting used to the streets right there. Coming from the country, you know, we didn't see people walking the sidewalks, and it wasn't passing by. You know, you just see different type of people. It was, you know, it was busy. You know, everything was moving, and just walking down, man, and just going up there getting the Frosty for. I thought about something. I was thinking about a song that was in my head, and it was off of the old. It was a old LL Cool J album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and I was listening to it, and then I was like, man, So I told my homeboy about it, you know what I'm saying? So we were like, shit, let's write to it. Let's just do a song and we'll take the instrumental and then we'll put it on the cassette boombox on the track and then do it. And so we tried it and we did it. And it was just funny to us that we could hear our voice on a tape. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was my first time just rapping. You know what I'm saying? And we liked it, and we didn't get nowhere with it, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but we was kids. We was kids doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was kids doing that. You know what I mean? So at the same time, it was just fun, and we were just playing around. But that's when I just took it serious. And then every time I would hit the street, hit the sidewalks, go here and there, across the street. Projects was across the street, Fleming Heights. That's why in a lot of my raps, I say Fleming Heights, Deansbridge, Apple Valley, Terrace Manor. You know what I'm saying? Terrace Manor is Thug Member Bosses. Apple Valley, you know, AVP. And that's the chain I got. You see me with that on some, I just, it's like all the hoods on the south side fuck with me. I fuck with all of them, you know. They done seen how far I done came with this music and how I done been through some trials and tribulations with this music.
Okay, man. So like, how did it come about you getting your rap name Big Country?
Y'all gave me this shit, Big Country. Union folks gave it, the Union, U-Town, the Onion. Y'all gave me Big Country.
Y'all pay attention now. Y'all gave my boy his inspiration.
They said, man, you big dude, man. Big Country. See, I'm a brick mason. And I work out there with a lot of masons and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the biggest dude out there. So they're like, man, he landed the hell out of them blocks. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all my brick masons, Kershaw family. Shout out to the Kershaws, man. Mike, Marty, Boop, all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? They Man Hill. Shout out to all of them, you know what I'm saying? Because I work with these people, you know what I'm saying? And they're good people. And I've been working with them for like 4 years off and on since I've been here, off and on. And I'm here to stay now, you know. I can make my moves elsewhere, but I'm coming back here. You know what I'm saying? Home base is gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take my trips here, take my journeys here, you know, vacations elsewhere, but I will be here. You know what I'm saying? And big country, just, they were like, man, you big dude, man. We're gonna call you Country. And we're gonna call you Big Country. Big Country. And that's just what it was.
Yeah, that's how most of you folks can come up with your name, man. It's based off you and your personality and some more shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's just how we is down here. We country as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so like,
but we country too now, but we city country. Augusta, then Atlanta. Atlanta is the city. And we're all branched off Atlanta, so Atlanta is a city, but we're more on the South Carolina side, you know what I'm saying? We close to the South Carolina, we on the South Carolina and Georgia line, but we on the Georgia side of the South Carolina line, so we like right there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could say I'm a CGLB Carolina, or CLGB Carolina, Georgia boy, you know what I'm saying? Born in Carolina, but raised in Georgia, so, you know.
Alright, so like, how was it getting your music out? Was it hard for you? Have you like, did any shows or did any behind the scenes, been on stage with other artists and anything else?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I've been behind the scenes. I've been behind the scenes probably like, I was like 22. We were doing interviews and stuff for upcoming artists. My homeboy, I was signed with his record label called Run It Records, Get Loot Productions. Drew Deadly, that's one of my best buddies we growed up with. Like my buddy that called me today, we all growed up together for like 30 years. We've been knowing each other. And my buddy called me today, he's dying, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just crazy, man, that's sad to see, because a lot of people done came and gone that's been around me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I say in my rap that we just did, I was like, man, you know, why is the time, I mean, when it gonna basically stop? Everybody killing each other, you know what I'm saying? I done seen families die and then seen them riding off in the hearse, taking the last ride. You know, stuff like that. It's just, you know what I'm saying, realistic type of stuff that I be trying to tell people what I've been through. You know, whether they listen, whether they believe it, whether it is what it is, you know. Yeah, man, I've been behind the scenes about 22. I was about 22 years old. I just came home from prison. I was 21 when I came home. 22, I was doing the music. You know, I got all my lyrics from Chain Gang, you know what I'm saying, ready to goddamn go in the studio, do it up, you know, stuff like that. I made two or three hot singles, but I had somebody else on it, featuring on it, Mr. Spoons. He know what I'm talking about. And he got messed up on drugs, man, and he was just all hustling and everything, man. He would never come to the shows that I was doing, performing. Number one, man, we had hits. We had two. We had a song called Intoxicated, then I had a song called On the Grind. And we was, it was hits, man. I mean, gangster rappers was loving it. Fucking shout out to Scarface and them, shout out to Ghetto Boys, because Willie D was one of the ones that hit up the One in the Chamber that I did on, I was on MySpace. It was on MySpace, if y'all remember MySpace. Willie D from the Ghetto Boys texted me and said that sounded like him back in the day, which was my shit. You know what I'm saying? And he said that keep pushing, keep going, because it sounds good and y'all gonna continue to do it. Just, you gotta stay focused.
Right.
And coming from somebody like that that's been there and done it, an OG, you gotta respect that. And it made you feel good.
Facts.
But yeah, I've done shows. I did the Aiken Bike Show in Aiken, South Carolina. I did the Allendale, down in Allendale, they got a Gifford Festival that they have every year. It's called Gifford Festival or something like that. I performed there. I also did security for a lot of artists and stuff like that, like Ryan Charles, Chase Matthews, Holyfield, Evander Holyfield, Georgia football players, Clemson football players. I did all these little tours. I took an 18-day tour, and I did security for all the artists that was coming, like Post Malone. I met him. Shout out to Post Malone. Yeah, he cool. But something going on though. I'm gonna tell you, he seen my jewelry, the other jewelry that I had on. I think I had it on yesterday. I had two. I had an eagle and a cross on, gold angel, with the diamonds in it, and then I had another one with an eagle with the diamonds in it, and it was gold and silver. And he came by and he was like, "Hey man, thank you, man. Oh man, nice chains. Appreciate it." And he was tore up. I mean, he was on something. It was more than it was. I'm telling you, man, it was more. And see, this was like I think it was about like 3 years ago when we did that tour. We went to Gulf Shores, Alabama at the Hangout Festival. I was doing security at the Hangout Festival in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Had never been to Alabama Beach in my life. Man, it's like Gulf Shores is on an island from Alabama. You know, the little tip of Alabama?
Yeah.
They got a shore that runs, there ain't number white sand. And it's in the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm on this island, say we right here. You hear the traffic right there, but you can see it. It ain't no trees or nothing. It's just all buildings and everything, and you can see it. The water right here, you on the island, the water right here. So you surrounded by both sides of the ocean. Okay, you see what I'm saying? From the inner city, then it's surrounded, then it goes out. And they had the big stages set up on one end, and they had another stage on the other. I got videos. I was right beside Megan Thee Stallion when she got out of the limousine. I got videos of that. I met some of her dancers, Megan Thee Stallion's dancers. I even pet Megan Thee Stallion's little French bulldogs. I even petted those. her bodyguard that had the dogs.
Yeah.
He walked over and said, you know, could he let the dogs do the business over there? So I was like, yeah, go ahead. It ain't nothing but concrete. Right. It ain't nowhere for the dog to go. Ain't no sand or nothing. Mm-hmm. So I said, but I asked him if I could pet him, and he was like, yeah. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff, man. I've been doing some things.
Okay, man. Well, my last and final question. You got any projects you working on or anything coming out soon? Anything you let the audience know you got coming out?
Yeah. Got some new stuff going on with Savage Slay. Got some new stuff going on. We done connected and sounds good. Our first time working with each other, sounds great. Quality is great. Music's great. How he puts it together real nice now. You know, don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you, cause he good.
Hey, my boy's smart behind that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he is. He amazed me. Look, my eyes was on it, and I thought my eyes was on it, and all of a sudden, my eyes was gone, and I even asked him about it, and then it went like, bam, he passed that. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, you know what I'm saying? Like the Flash, bam, you know. But yeah, got one called Backyard, and then we got one called Favorites, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get a video out here for y'all soon, and then y'all can see what's up.
Alright. But that'll be all for the podcast for today. Like, again, this is Slay Smoke.
So sad.
Big Country.
We'll tune back in with y'all on the next episode.